Hi. So back into this series that we play some games against some 3 dans. So we will try to learn to not make the mistakes those 3 dans makes on the fox. Before this game was started, I was decided to play some soft openings where both players will get territories instead of getting into very serious fights. But still, this game ended in the middle of the game because my opponent was not very careful in managing his weak stones. So yeah, so let's see what it goes. So in the beginning of the game, I decided to play 2-3-3 because 3-3 is actually on a lower position. It's very difficult to get into some serious fights because they are on the third line, the position quite low. It's not good for fighting. So I will try my best not to fight. Instead, I'm going to use the 3-3 to get some territories. So in the start of the game, Black has already made a kind of a serious mistake. So in this position, Black should play extend. So this is normal joseki, where it finish like this, or something like hane. This will be a traditional joseki. He plays this hane instead, which is incorrect, because after this hane and then jump, not only does white get the territories in the corner, but it also allows white to get the developmental potential on the bottom. So this is not what black wants. There are actually many options for this 3-3 invasions. So first of all, black can play extend, and then if white is going to jump, like what? So in this position, so in the actual game, it goes like this. So this position is way better for white, because if black play the extend here, if white jumps, then black can push and cut inside instead of the outside. Because in this position where the right top right corner, the white is on 3-3, then white cannot play this capture, because if you captures, black will Atari and then ladder. The ladder is not good for white if this stone is on 3-3. You can calculate it if you have time, you can try. But I tell you that this ladder is not good for white. If he cut on the outside, then this Atari and captures, it will go back to the hane and double hane joseki, which black doesn't want. The reason is this will give white a sente. It's not very bad for black, but that's not what black wants. So there's also another option, which is push, and then white will extend, and then push and cut outside this time. So the reason is, if you cut outside this time, is white is going to play this Atari, then you Atari and capture the 2 stones. So the exchange of 3 and 4 is very good for the black, because normally if you finish the joseki of hane double hane, if you play 3 again, white would not play the 4. Instead, white will play the hane, so the tiger mouth instead. White has no choice. When he cuts outside, white can only connect here, and then black has a strategy here. So if you play some normal moves, for example this one, then white can still extend. But here, black can play nose hit. So if you play goes out, then he play this one. The corner is not yet alive. So if you extend, it is possible in the future, black can kill the white group by 2 different moves. So first, you can play by this. So there's no 2 eyes in the corner. So second, this is also, descent is also possible, because if you blocks, then it goes back to the same case. You can play this one to kill the group, or this one. This is also possible. So in this position, white can only play this one, and then black will play this one, and then white will play this one, to not letting black to play the Atari with a sente. So, and then black will extend on the side. So this is a joseki as well. So in the actual game where black played like this, so you can see that black does not cover the white in the corner and allows white to have a developmental potential on the bottom side. When we comparing this with what the joseki suggests, this is better for the white. So after that approach here, he play a kind of a traditional move or classic move. In the classic theories, we think that if we want to get the territories when the others approach for the corner, this is often played. But the disadvantage is very easily be seen, is that this is a little bit empty. In the future, it's possible that this kind of invasion and also this kind of invasions are possible. So of course, in this position, you do not want to invade it right away because you will be attacked. This stone is kind of in danger. So I play a 2-space jump first to settle down this group, and then I'm preparing to invade on the left hand side. So he played this one. This one is very greedy. He is saying that he's gonna to secure all the territory on the left hand side. Of course, I'm not letting black to do this. It looks very efficient, but actually it's not very efficient. The reason is it leaves a lot of defects on the left territories. So why I say this? Because if you, for example, if you invade here, there are two different options for the white now. It looks like a miai. So for example, white is threatening to jump out here, and second, he's going to play this one to get a life shape or settle down on the left hand side. So if black is going to block this side, then white is going to jump out. If black is going to cover the top side, then white is going to play this one to get a life shape. So this is not easy for black to capture this group or to get a lot of territories. So if black really want to secure the territory on the left hand side, the only way is to spend one more move. So if you are spending one more move, for example like this one, then this move is no longer efficient because you spend 2 moves to secure the territories, then you need not to play this. So instead, if you really want to secure the territories, you can play this one. Or if you are more aggressive, you wanted to play more greedy, I'll suggest this one. Instead of playing that looks like efficient move, but in fact not. So after he played this one, I invaded straight away. Actually, it's also possible that white can play this one, threatening this invasion, and then play something like this. This is also possible, that white is going to give all the territory on the left hand side for the black. And also this position, I don't think white is not good, even giving all the territory for the black. So the reason is, in this game, the whole game, the black only has the territory on the left hand side, which is about 40 something. It's about 40 something on the left hand side. But white also get a lot of points. I think on the bottom side there are more than 30, and then top side I think there's more than 10. So even in this position, I think white is also very good. But I was a bit of I really like points, so I didn't want black to get so many points on the board. So I decided to. Actually, this is not really necessary. If you let me play again, I may actually play the Kama instead. So Kama, I mean knight move. I don't know if you call it knight move or Kama. I think it's interchangeable. If you give me a second time, I think I will play the Kama instead. So the reason I play here because black has no strategy or sequences that can kill this stone straight away or cover it on the left hand side of the board. So for example, if you play this one, I will hane and then extend. If you cut, I will push. Oh, sorry, keep pushing, and then these stones are in danger. I don't think that this is what black wants. So it's not possible for black to capture this stone. It's not beneficial. So I think black plays a very good move. Instead of attacking this stone straight away, he decided to do some preparations. So he prepared to play the push. So if I stupidly replies without thinking, then he will hane, and this move will be in danger. Or possibly this one and this one to cover me on the left hand side, or even kill these 2 stones. So I did not want this to happen, so that's why I played the jump. And also this jump is also allows in the future that this kind of invasion are possible, or this kind of invasion become more severe. So black push, and then Atari and extend. So I crawl on the second line for one more time. In the beginning of the game, in most cases, you do not want to spend too many moves on the second line because it's inefficient. You only get one more point, and you allow your opponent to get some influence on the board. It is not suggests to play second line too often, but I still play this one. The reason is this turn is sente, so this turn allows blacks to get some developmental potential on the bottom side, and this sente is it's very important to know that it's a sente because the corner will be dead by this sequence. I don't want the black has a free move of turn on the board, so that's why I play this one in the hope of black to extend. So if we extend and then I tenuki, this is no longer sente because if I tenuki, then he will hane, and then this is not there for the white. So there's also a very important thing to know that if you want to make this a live shape, this is better because if black connects, you connect, if you play this one, your Atari, this is also dead, but you have one more point and you also have a stone on the first line that can affect outside. So 9 is better if you want to make an alive shape. Of course this is also alive, but this is better. And I would say this is better for a lot. So this kind of small differences is very important in high dance. I think this 3 dance plays really well that he understands that if he still playing the extend, he will go into a gorte instead of sente, so he decided to attack these 2 stones, which I think is very good concepts that he masters. So I connected. In this position, I would suggest black to play something like this one to attack the white. Instead, he played this one, which I think is kind of a defensive move, which I do not suggest. So the reason is in this position where you have so many stones on the left hand side of the board, you should always take attacking strategies. This kind of moves is, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like defensive move that you are going to make 2 eyes on the board for this group, but actually white it's not possible for white to capture or attack this group because it's so strong. So then I think it is possible that I can play this one, but it is unnecessary. So reason is you have so many, black has so many stones that invested on the left hand side of the board. If you get into some serious fight on the left hand side of the board, it's not something white wants. You want to fight in the place where you are in superior, but in this position, white is the weaker stones and then black is the stronger one. You do not want to get in a serious fight. Although in this position, if you look at the shape, I think it's possible that white can play this hane and not get into some serious troubles, but I just think it was not necessary. And in this position, it also lures black to keep pushing. But if you keep pushing, white is going to keep extending. So the reason is this kind of a push, you are pushing from behind, and also you only get 2 points. You only 2 points here. It's very over concentrated for the black. And after so many stones that white extend, the invasion become very comes to realistics that black has almost no defensive strategies. So this kind of push is not good. So black play jump, I think is very good. It defends the invasion. Although I think this move does not cover the defects 100% because I still think this is possible, or something like this one is also possible in the future. But still, it shows that black understand that there's defects on the top left hand corner when white is strong. So here there are many options for white now. So of course the imperative is to escape these 4 zones influences of the black. So it's the first move that should come into your mind. This move also comes into my mind. This turn is always good. But I thought if I play this turn, this is possible because this 2 stone is not very valuable, that black does not really want it. I think this is not the best for the white. So for jump, don't want black can peep here or peep there. So I decided to play a little bit of a kind of creative. I play a camera or night move because I think it's harder for black to attack this group or to get some benefit of this knife move. So for example, if he plays something like jump after I turn, then this jump forbidden or not allowing black to play this one, because now I can push like here. If he plays something like this one, I can play this one, and the shape looks really good for the white. And it's way better for white to play the jump. So you can see that the move placed on the knife move is better than the move placed on jump in this position. So I play the camera or knife move, play this push. In this position, actually I can play this one to blocks, but I do not want this pip again. Although the ladder is good for white currently, but I think this pip is kind of valuable. That one looks like a super move because this is an empty triangle. So I decided to play this one. And then he played this one in the hope of securing the territory on the left hand side, also providing an opportunity for blacks to connect in the future. It's okay, I think it's okay. I played the Hane. So this Hane is very important, so in the future it is possible that white can get some large territory here. Also, it is possible that, for example, if it's Tanuki, of course this may not be now, but this kind of block is very severe or dangerous for black because this group has not yet got two eyes. And white has already prepared a move in the outside that cover the black in the corner of the board. So he decided to jump and that block. Here he shows his understanding of the strategy. He read and then Atari, which I think is very good. But here he should play this one instead. He should extend out instead of Hane. I think Hane, he miscalculated or he neglected the severity of this Atari. So if he captures, I will play this extend. Then this group is become a little bit lonely, and also this group also become lonely. So if he play this one, then this is possible. I think that I'm not aiming to play this move to kill this group. Instead, I'm going to trying to attack this group in the hope of getting a territory in the corner. So of course it looks like that black is going to die, but actually I don't care if black is going to die. Actually, for example, if black is going to play something like this to get the life shape, I actually don't mind. Because I get so many territories on the bottom right hand corner. So he decided to connect. I play in this position. I think I can play this one also, but I don't want black to play this connect. So instead, I play this Atari in the hope of black play captures. I will play Atari and connect. So it becomes a mi. So if black is going to jump, I'll play this one. So this group is in danger. If you're going to connect here, then double Hane kills the group. So Atari and then Atari and then Atari. And next then this stone is placed on the very good place where there's no escape for the black. Like this group is dead. So he captures and then I connect it. In this position, I think my opponents play a good move that he understands that a direct fight here is not possible, because if he fight directly, then for example, this kind of moves will make black into danger, and also it allows white to get lots of territory in the corner. So he played this one. So if I Tanuki and capture this stone, then he can play this one, and then he will get lots of territories here, and I have to go on the third line, which is not what I want. So instead of capturing this stone, I understand that this group is actually solid now, getting a Tanuki in the board. So I decide to play extend and then Kama in the hope of separating these two stones. So he Atari and play the tiger mouth, and then white has to be very careful not to play this kind of Atari, because this is very likely to get into Goten. So I decided to play this Kama. So in the future, if for example, you play this one, I'll play this one to separate these two groups, and this will be in danger. So that's why he must play this one. In the normal joseki, where white will play this one to get more territories, but in this position where black has this stone on the board on K16, then the push and cut is not possible anymore. So this will be a gote for the white. So for example, he jump. I have no severe strategy to cut off the black stones. So I decided to play this one to get a sente. So after he connects, I play this one. So actually I think this one is also a mistake. He should play this one to get better eye shapes. So after he connects, I play the knight moves. He played this one to secure that he is alive. In this position, he played this one. Of course, it is not a good move because this group is not yet settled down, but he chose to settle down another group. Although this move is not good move, it shows me that he understands the game pretty well. He knows that if he keeps here to make sure that his group is alive, then he will be losing this game. So for example, if he is going like this to make sure that this group is alive, by attacking these 3 stones, and the territory on the top right hand corner will be important and enlarge, and then that will be not possible for black to win this game. So although this is not a good move, it shows very deep understanding of Go by playing this move. So I play the Hane and the double Hane, this one, and I play this one, then actually this group is dead. So we can have a look why this group is dead. So it looks like white has some defects outside, but actually it covers by this very strong group, so we can have a look. So it connects, and then I play this one. Actually there are many ways to destroy the eye shape for the bottom. For example, this move is also possible, but I chose to play the jump. And then he blocks, and then I connect with Atari, and then Atari, and this is a fake eye. So the game's actually ended here. In the actual game, he still managed to play a little bit more, but it's not very important anymore. Yeah, this game he extend, so he extend like this, and then this group is dead because they only have one true eye. So what do we get from this game? In this game, this is not correct, so you should always play the joseki like this one, or you play something like this one, or the traditional one, Hane. So this is not good for black because it's not as good as the joseki. So after the extend, white get the developmental potential and also the corner, and then this move is a little bit greedy, and he should instead play something like this one, or to play this one. So and then I think this is a good move. It's prepared to attack this group. So yeah, this move he should adopt attacking strategy instead of defensive one. So yeah, this is very much of the game. So if you have any questions, you can comment below and I'll read it. So thank you very much for watching this video. So I'll see you guys next time.